Hey guys, this is Eve, Scrapbooking with me, and this is another one of those free projects that you can make for craft fairs. Everything that I'm using here is just scraps that have been in my stash for a while. So this is just a little notebook that the pages just tear out, and it's pretty thick. This is just paper that I used from a scrap notebook that my granddaughter had scribbled on, and we glued it together. I'll put the link to the video showing how to make all of these little notebooks below. And then this is just scrap paper, scrap ribbon, a little scrap bear that I had, and then just scrap pieces, and then just some bling, a little stamp, and you've got a little notebook. Cute and easy. And I just used a scrap piece of our chipboard with the white backing on the back. But if you don't have the chipboard with a white backing, you can always just cover this back. But that's it. It's a quick and easy little notebook. It is 3 by 4 3/4. And I just cut this down to 3 inches by 4 3/4, and then glued it together using my art glitter glue, and made a notebook that the pages just tear off just like that. Just like one that you buy in the store. Alright, this back piece, just a scrap piece of chipboard that I had. It is 3 by 4 3/4. And then this piece that I'm going to put on the front is a scrap piece, and it is 3 by 4 3/4. We're going to lay them together like that. This is just a little scrap piece of brown, and I have cut it at 3 by 1 3/4, and then I've scored it at 1 1 1/4. And I'll show you why in just a second. Let's go ahead and fold this on the score lines. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this piece is going to go right back here, just like that. So we're going to glue that down using my art glitter glue. And don't forget that if you are in a cold location, get your art glitter glue now before it gets too cold for us to ship it. We will be stopping shipping before long. It is starting to get cold in a lot of different locations. Now glue that down with that fold line, that first score line, right at the end of your chipboard. And then you're going to lay this back up on here, and then that's going to fold around just like that, just like that. And I'm just going to have just a small little piece at the top because I want to decorate here, but you could bring this on down if you wanted. That's up to you. I'm going to put glue here and right at the top of my chipboard. And then I'm just going to sit my little pad back in there. And then I'm just going to use my bone folder, and I'm going to press that glue into that pad. And it's going to glue that pad right onto that little piece of paper. Just like that. Just make sure that you get it nice and tight. Get all that glue worked out. There we go. Both sides looks good. And then you can put this piece down, and we'll glue that to this front piece. Just make sure you get it nice and straight, then hold it in place, and then I just press that over. Let me make sure that I got it. I have to hold it up this way so I can see it. Make sure I got it in place, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue along here. And then I'm just going to, there we go, fold that over just like that. Again, I'm going to use my bone folder and press that glue out and make sure that it really adheres to that. It sticks really well. So there's our little notepad made. When they open it up, they can just tear off their sheets, stick this in their purse, or do whatever with it. Nice and cute. Now we got a little bit of embellishing to do to the front, and I've got a circle here that is cut out of our Pink Fresh Studio. These are the circle stitch dies, and I'm using this one right here, and I'll tell you about the size of it. This one is 2 inches, and then I have the one below it that is 1.5. And these are going to stack on top of each other. But I'm going to use some of our brand new foam tape. Now this is the full roll right here of the foam tape. So you don't have to buy that huge roll that cost you 30 bucks. We have these now in stock. It's the same stickiness, the same thickness, everything as the other foam tape. It's just a lot less expensive. And I'm going to put that right there. Now before I put that down on top, I'm going to stamp. This just says shopping list, and it's a little stamp that I got off of here, and I do believe this was I want to say this was a Kaiser Craft stamp, and if I can find it, I'll link it below. I'll try to link all of the items that I can find in the description below, but sometimes I have things that I can't find. So I'm going to stamp that kind of up at the top like that. And I'm just using some VersaFine ink. And the reason I stamped that up at the top is because I'm going to put a little bear right here. What is fall without little bears? I love bears. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I love them. Every time we go to the mountains, all I want to do is go find bears. And he says, "You are crazy, woman." But I think they're so cute. I know they're very dangerous, so I'm not telling anybody to get out and play with them. But I just think they're cute as they can be. All right, we're going to put that down there. And I'm going to put this up on 2 thicknesses of our foam tape. And I will link this foam tape below. Like I said, it is very sticky. And it's the same thickness as those big rolls are. So it works just as good. I think I'm going to put that kind of right about there. I'm not going to try to put it in the center. And then I have this little bear, and it was a little button. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to use some of our sticky dots. These are just the little glue dots, if I can get one to come off. And I'm going to put a couple on the bear. You could hot glue this on, and I may have to go back later and hot glue it, but right now we're going to put it down with this. See, that tape even stuck to my bracelet. We're going to put him down right there. Some sticky dots. And then I grabbed just this little sheet of stickers here, and I think I'm going to put some of these right here because I want that little bear to be headed for the berries, because you know bears like berries. So I'm going to put that down right there, just like that. Then I'm going to use just a tiny piece of this foam tape to put under the end of that. I'm just going to cut off a little piece like that. And your Tim Holtz scissors is best to use for this because they won't stick to the tape. I'm going to put that right down there. So 2 little pieces of the foam tape. Put that right there. Press that down. And then I have just a piece of scrap ribbon here. All of these are scrap. And I'm just going to bring this up here and tie it in a double knot, I think. Just don't tie it too tight. There we go. Little double knot right there. And then I'm just going to trim these ends off really, really carefully. Just a little bit. There's that one, and I think that one's okay, so we'll leave that one like it is. I'm going to push it up just a little bit to the top, and then I'm going to put just a tiny bit of glue underneath each side of this, just so that it'll stay in place and it doesn't move. I'm just going to use our pickup tool, and I'm going to take a couple pieces of bling, and I'm going to put one right there. And where do we want another one? And one right there, I think. Then for the little bear, I'm going to give him a little eye. So I am going to, let me make sure this writes. I'm going to take my white gel pen. And I just put a tiny little white dot there for his eye. So that is it, guys. That is the cute little notebook for today. Very, very simple, but very, very cute. All right, I will put all the measurements and the photos and everything of this over on my blog. If you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.